So I'm going to talk about my routine and how it has helped me over the past 5 weeks, and what are my favorite items from the box that I will probably be buying. And oh, Godzilla is sleeping again. See, she has turned around to sleep. Hi Kay, hi Hen, good morning. You know, it says on my screen, Hen Kim is watching, bring them on camera. Which is why I said the other time, I believe we can actually all do a fit together. But that is going to be reserved for the summer box reviewers. Okay, Monster is sleeping. Yes, I do love to look at them when they are sleeping. I miss the time when she's still a toddler. I missed it so much, my god. Okay, so this morning I am going to do the review. I'm probably going to go through the items one by one, and I will talk about, you know, the changes I've seen, what I feel when I put them on, and if you have any questions, right, just jump onto the comments, and when I see them I would actually answer them one by one, so please bear with me. Okay, so for my morning routine, right, definitely I'm still going to do double cleanse. Just to digress a bit, prior to the spring box, right, I'm only using Sabbatical Beauty products in the PM because I still have a lot of, you know, products that I was using right before I switched to Sabbatical Beauty. It is only after I'm committed to the spring box reviewing that I switch out everything. So I'm doing double cleansing, everything from Sabbatical Beauties, both AM and PM. Yeah, but now that, you know, Adeline is, she's doing her products takedown and upcoming webinar, I'm getting more and more horrified day by day when she posts online, and I realize that quite a few of the products that I've been using, it's mostly just water and fillers, and while they do have some actives, they are not really, you know, in what I would call, like, they do not occupy the bulk of the product. So it is really just water. And Adeline, right before I started the live feed, I saw that you did the Zoom, and I'm like, oh my god. You did? Yes, I saw. And I did say I need to buy more products from you, or if not, I'm going to reimburse you for whatever you need. You know, that product list, my god. I tried to find the product list online and I couldn't, and I went to all the other distributing agents lists to look for it, and when I saw the list, I'm like, was it that long? Because I have the habit of keeping product boxes, but I never really read them because I can't figure it out anyway. So that day when I took out the product list, I'm like, oh my god, it's so much Greek inside that without you I wouldn't actually be able to. Hey, you will scream when you see the ingredients list. Trust me, go and check it out, and oh my god, you stop after a while and just infer using logic. Trust me, I think I'm a pretty logical person, even though I run and rave half the time. That was not logical to me at all. List was this long, extracts was this long, so I totally knew what you were saying when you said you gave up trying. For a while, I actually thought that there was hope because I saw extract after extract after extract, but I saw what you put, you know, for that tiny little bottle to have that much extract. It doesn't really make sense, and I understood what you also mean by, you know, how much of a percentage it can have inside when you have so much of an ingredient that whatever ingredients is inside is probably just less than 1%, and that is not a very happy thought at all. Okay, so back to my routine. VCCO and rose foaming cleanser, and after that it would be maple essence. So for the morning, I think I do not need to take out everything here because my monster is sleeping. All the clinging and clanging is probably going to wake her anyway. So after maple essence, right, it would be peat. And like I said, I mentioned before that ever since I started using the spring box, I have learned to, you know, see what my skin tells me, because if I am using too much of something, it gets oily. When I actually doesn't use too much of it and I realize I can actually absorb more, is probably telling me that I can absorb more of that particular product. So I would experiment and put 1 drop more, and if it doesn't make my face oily the next day or maybe even a few hours later, it is actually suitable and I can use much more. Okay, now Adeline says Zoom 37. I'm not even sure if that's how you pronounce the product, even though I've been using it for quite a few months. Really exercised my logic muscles this morning. Okay. Oh, okay, Hin is back. Oh my god, wow, so many tiny amounts of extracts. I know, right? Yes, so listening to our skin is a huge thing in doing the spring box. Yes, because there's actually 7 items in the deluxe box. Zoom. Okay, Zoom. What does Zoom means? Okay, so there's quite a few items in the box. I'm one of those who goes all out. So after spot testing, I actually apply everything on. That is actually not the way to go, but I apply everything on, and I experimented with, you know, adjusting the amounts that I take. I'm a all or nothing kind of girl. So Zoom is actually breath. Such a nice name for a product that doesn't really work. Okay, so okay, where were I? So okay, I was saying I'm using Pit. See, I'm actually starting to really touch my face the moment my hair is down. So this goes back up. Okay, Pit 4 to 5 drops. Then it would be my boyfriend, who cheated on me during Marissa's video yesterday. Hin, oh, okay. Go and rest, Hin. Please. I have migraines too, which is why I take painkillers a lot, and that is not good. Okay, get well soon. Alright, take care. Okay, so back to this. See, my boyfriend has decided to run away from me. I can't find Dorian Gray this morning. Wherever he is, he has ran away from me. I can't find Dorian Gray. Just, oh, he's lying at the bottom. This is so, oh no, that's beauty oil. Oh, okay, there he is. Found him. Alright. I first jokingly called him my boyfriend because after 1 or 2 weeks of using Dorian Gray, right, there is this spot on my cheek that I actually tried so many, you know, whitening products, so many spot lightening products. I actually posted one of them for Adeline to take down as well, because I actually used 1 whole bottle before and it did nothing for me. And coming from a person who actually has super oily skin, that product managed to actually dry out. I did spot using that spot for the longest time, right, while I was on that product. It's actually dry and it's flaky and it's peeling. So I actually started to lose hope. But when Dorian Gray, I did this here and it started to fade out my spot, right? I'm not sure if you can see it in the morning light. Adeline asked, is it the Q's one that I posted? Yes, that's the one I was using. I am actually, for the longest time, this was actually getting from bad to worse before I started on Sabbatical Beauties. So I tried the Q's one, and half the time I can't get the product's names right. But I also tried the Lancome one. I think it's pronounced Lancome, I don't know. That, you know, that doesn't work for me. So you can imagine why I would call him my boyfriend, because other than the fact that I first mistook him for Christian Grey from 50 Shades, this little miracle went on to give me results in 3 weeks what none of the other products can give. I mean, I'm not going to lie and say that it's completely gone. Anyone with eyes can see that it's still there. But if you were to compare this to what I started out with prior to I used the spring box, 3 weeks is actually quite a miracle already. So Christian Grey relation, loving my skin, and me loving this bag, this is why I keep saying that this is my boyfriend. And right now, because all the other reviewers, they are seeing this, to be giving them results. And a lot of other users online, they are also loving Dorian Gray. I'm going on to say that he has been cheating on me. So I actually love Dorian Gray so much that, you know, on Adeline's birthday party, I went ahead and splurged and I actually ordered a full size, because this is one product that I'm actually going to love for a very long time, until Adeline comes up with an even better one, which I think is actually possible. All her products are fantastic, but I actually use this and I'm loving him. And Adeline says Dorian is very promiscuous. Marissa is still in the kitchen. Okay, so you see, the cheating on me happened when I was in the kitchen yesterday, Marissa, so you may want to think twice about being in the kitchen for too long. Okay, so Dorian Gray, I am going to keep this for a long time to come. He cheats on me, but my love is strong. Okay, so this morning I did the review on Camellia Rose. Hi Gretchen, Dorian Gray is the bomb. See? Okay, now I realize Dorian Gray has not been cheating on me. He has been cheating on Gretchen with me. Okay, because I'm like the new third party, fourth, fifth, sixth, I don't know. Think twice about being in the kitchen to come. Okay, so I reviewed Camellia Rose. I think that was a crappy review because my girl was disturbing me half the time. But I would still say that this consistency is great. I am not... See, I was smart enough to tilt the phone to my product in my unboxing, but I did the stupid thing of, you know, doing this and it spilled. So I must smell all the products every time. And behold, the monster is awake again. And she inhales, and she scratches, and then she goes down again. And I do love watching them sleep. So like I said, Camellia Rose, and I realized I never even touched on how good Dorian Gray is. I'll go back to that later on. Okay, Camellia Rose, tightening of pores, it brightened my entire face, and I believe it actually produces collagen. So what is not to love? With a Sabbatical Beauty, right, I am discovering a whole new love for all things that is floral scented. And this has degraded into a Dorian Gray trashing session, because Gretchen says he's a horrible snake. And thank you. I still think this is a horrible review. Half the time I'm going to go on and on about how much I love the products, not telling you why, and gushing about how the monster is sleeping. And she's sleeping. Isn't it? Oh dear. Monster is awake. You can hear? Because mommy talks too loud? Then you want to go to the room? Okay, she's like my super glue. I have no idea why she loves sticking to me. I don't know why, but I'm really grateful for that as well, because I know that in a couple more years to come, when she morphs into a teenager, she may not want to stick to me that much more, and she will have her own party of friends that she wants to hang out with. So, you know, even though she can be annoying and irritating at times, I'm really grateful for the time. Paisak ha? Go and get tissue. Anyway, Paisak is Cantonese, you know, for nose block. She has sinus like me. So, half the time I'm going to be like looking at her, loving the fact that she's beside me, and then turning back, loving Sabbatical Beauty products. And Gretchen says floral scents, but since SB you have liked floral scents.
How much have you done?
I am on to my second product. So long because you were sleeping. And it's like waking the monster. Oh, you know what you are talking about, Gretchen. So Adeline, you really woke a monster. And love. Okay, I shall not talk so much about Camellia Rose, other than the fact that, you know, this is the one single mask in my life that has really given me glowy skin. And I wrote this down. Where? Okay, I said here, right, I was reading the comments of other people who actually was commenting on, you know, all your product takedowns and on, you know, sharing their thoughts on what we review. So I'm loving the fact that when I put on the Camellia Rose wash off mask, when I wash it off, I get instant glow, but that glow doesn't fade. And it's not just brightening as in white brightening, it's actually a very rosy, rodish, I almost said rodish, rosy kind of glow that you love. It doesn't give you a very artificial, fake kind of white, horrible looking, glaring glow that, you know straight away that, you know, some of the products, they give you instant results. But reading product takedowns after product takedowns, I am getting more and more horrified, like I said earlier on, because like what Cindy mentions, because I read it in her comments also, if a product can give you instant results but the results doesn't last, I'm pretty sure that there's something harsh inside that is giving you the instant glow. It's probably just, I don't know, I don't even know what are the words to use for it. It just gives you instant results, but the results doesn't last. So I think it's actually chemical. Yeah, and with Camellia Rose, right, it's from within. The glow doesn't really fade, because I was actually admiring my own face yesterday, and I'm so sorry, I look like such a show off. I'm not, okay, but I literally was basking in the toilet yesterday, and my husband, he's actually very fed up with me for the past 5 weeks, because when I bathe these days, I take ages, I spend ages in the toilet, just, you know, smelling the Camellia Rose. And when I alternate it with, you know, Nourish and Holy Lotus, I was like, this is so good. And before you knew it, it's like 15 minutes gone, just sitting on the toilet bowl, just, you know, closing my eyes, and I'm in a better place, especially if my day sucks beforehand. So 15 minutes of this, 20 minutes of this, and I actually did not go up to 30 minutes, but instant glow. So I am loving this. And as I mentioned also earlier in the product review, I have used a lot of other hydrating masks that, you know, claims to be giving glow to whoever uses it. They glow, but it's just like, you know, a light bulb being turned on. After the light bulb goes off, it's back to normal. This one, light bulb doesn't go off. Alright, so back to my Dorian Gray. I'm so sorry, I'm back to my boyfriend again. I think all the anti-aging goodness inside is actually what is making my skin better. All the retinol, and yeah, I'm doing this so you can see how my skin tone has evened out. So yeah, pretty happy with whatever's inside my boyfriend. That sounds wrong, never mind. Okay, next up is the one that I call Beauty Armor. And Dorian Gray, my boyfriend, has decided to elope with my armor because probably it's going to protect him. Where on earth is my pearl? Oh my god. Okay, I'm looking for the naked bottle. There you are. Okay, let me see. I found pearl. Okay, I'm going to look here because I'm short-sighted. I think I need a new prescription. Gretchen, I love you so much. I have a word for it. BS instead of SB. And we all know what BS means. Okay, let me see. Go back. It's the one single when I wash it off. Yes, it's not whitening. It's not like, you know, light bulb moment, and when the light bulb goes off, everything's back to zero. Okay. Yes, Adeline, on good days, right, I like to look at my face too now, as opposed to a couple of months back when I look at my face and it's such a sad state. Okay, pause notwithstanding. So, this is my pearl. I have another bottle of pearl at my workplace, and this is how much I've used. I use this in the morning. Okay, so this is single use of initially 2 drops, subsequently 3 drops in the AM routine. I would actually also use pearl if I want to freshen up when I'm at my workplace. So the product lasts and lasts and lasts. And I'm loving Pearl. Yes, it's a lot left after 4 weeks. Because you really do not need a lot. I started with 2 drops, and Gretchen says, yes, tell you about Pearl. Need to learn. You are so cute. Okay. I'm also learning. I was looking at Marissa's video yesterday, and I realized she warms this up in her hand. So this morning, right, I actually tried. The 3 drops went onto my hand, and I realized that it's actually more spreadable. The 3 drops actually goes on easier because Pearl, right, and it has a very thick consistency. So when you just layer like that, even though it spreads pretty well, it takes a little bit of time to cover your face. And the reason why I call it beauty armor is because it's so viscous. It really just coats your skin. The first time I tried it, I did not like it at all because it sits on my skin, and it takes some getting used to. And just to digress a bit, I realized after I've started using the Spring Box, I am getting to be a more patient person. Because why? I am reading online that, you know, you shouldn't just pile up all the serums like that. You need to wait in between to let all the serums soak in so that you are absorbing all the goodness before you layer on the second layer. So I actually waited for Pearl to sink in. So it really does sink in. And I realized the gooey layer that sits on my skin, right, is not so gooey when I give it time to soak in. And I would actually put blush beauty oil on later. But what was just an armor sitting on my face that I felt like really one just thick layer when I started with, it's now actually able to soak in. So I'm not sure if it was because of the purging of my skin, or that my skin is actually now, I don't know, absorbing more because it's actually in a better condition, it's healthier now and able to soak up all the goodness. I don't know. I'm going up to 3 drops now and skin is still okay, taking it in. So Pearl, right, is the one that is, you know, making me feel like I'm actually armored and shielded against all the radicals, all the stuff in the environment. And I did some research when I was actually doing the review on Pearl Serum some time back. This has been what ancient Chinese have been using in imperial courts by the queens and the princesses and even the emperors, because this has, you know, it was from the mother of pearl and it has such fantastic healing properties. I'm not even sure that, you know, the tightening of the pores of my skin, is it actually from the Dorian Gray or the pearl or the donkey milk gel? But I just know that this entire cocktail is giving me fantastic results. So what's not to love? But other than the fact that it's whitening, it's healing, the glow, that, you know, the instant glow because it's so luminous, man, I'm loving this. Okay, Gretchen, you and I must be twins because I'm so impatient to walk around, look at my face, wait for the next layer. Years ago, I would be like, I'm not doing that. Oh no, you don't need years ago, Gretchen. 5 weeks ago, I was so not doing that. Asian Powerhouse goes on, Marine goes on, but right now, I do my routine. I'm like, just wait, check my handphone for messages, wait some more, pat my face, and I realize, it's about done. Then the next layer goes on, and I'm like, man, I feel so good now. Okay, so I would put on Pearl, and then for my morning routine, I would actually be using blush. Okay, this morning the light is good. Check out how lovely this bottle is, my people. This is so pretty, right? Okay, this is so good. My daughter doesn't understand my fascination of why, when I'm waiting for the serums to soak in, that I would actually do this. But don't you just love all the rose petals? Okay, anyway, for me, right, I shared with you what I do when I put on the blush. It would be 2 drops of blush into my hand, and I would rub them vigorously together to heat them up. Then I would actually start and press the heels of my palm to my eyes, and if the palms are actually already not so heated up, I would actually rub it again. Then I would actually pat it on my face, because the 2 drops is actually coats the entire hand, so I would actually do that. And when the whole face is covered with the oil, I would do the massage, and I would actually press the eye sockets. And in the last couple or so weeks, right, I realized that I do not need my eye drops anymore because my eyes are so tired from staring at the screens. Exams are coming up, so I have been sending exam papers, doing more marking. So eyes are super tired. It's so tired that it gets itchy and dry. So once I started using the oil on my eyelids and the heated palms method, probably it helps with the blood circulation. For the past week or so, I did not go back to my eye drops at all, so I think that helps. So blush, being hydrating, being so skin identical with the base oil, I agree with what Hin says. It's actually a fantastic base for what comes on later. My donkey milk, it doesn't flake at all. It used to flake so much, I tell you. I put on, and before it even dries, right, it will flake and it would pile and it would peel off, and I would actually get all the little donkey milk, I don't know what you call them, it's sitting on my fingers. But once I put blush on before donkey milk, nothing comes off, and I'm so happy about that. I tried this with Glow and it doesn't flake as well. So yes, it's a Roll Petals No Glow, and so awesome. I'm still at 800 degrees short-sightedness, but I'm so glad that I massaged them back to my pre-fatigue state. So for those of you ladies who stare at computer screens a lot, you have such tired skin, you feel tired at the end of the day, massage with blush is such a good pick-me-up. So blush, right, is actually also good, fantastic for your hair. Oh, my hair is actually okay this morning. See how it drops back? But the problem is my hair is frizzy by nature, and it's actually all white. It's time for me to go and get it back in shape by giving it a new color again, but I really do not have the time, so I'm looking like a witch at the moment, but who cares? I feel good. Alright, so blush is also fantastic for your hair. After blush, right, this is so good, Donkey Milk's Gel Sleeping Pack, and I actually got one prior to this, so I have 2. But my monster, she likes to play with all my stuff, and she likes to hide my stuff. The hotter and colder game, she would hide stuff and then tell you hotter when you're nearing it, and then colder when you're far away from it. These 2 have been playing hide and seek, hotter, colder, until so much I gave up looking for both, and when I'm hotter, I look for one. But this morning she decided to spare me. I have both. So this is how much is left of one jar. The other jar is more or less the same. I love how it seals in all the goodness, and never in a million years would I be thinking, I'm going to apply donkey milk on my face, but it's really good. And the donkey milk, see, I'm looking at my list again. It's good for spot treating, which I totally agree. The bumps here, right, I'm not even sure how bumps are supposed to behave, because I haven't touched it. I hope I don't jinx myself. From my teenage years till now, I have not had a whole lot of zits or breakout. I just really have super bad skin from horrible blackheads and enlarged pores. So the occasional breakouts that I have, right, I would see, can you see the hole here? I would actually just end up not knowing what to do with it, and I would actually try to squeeze it, and in the process end up with scarring. But I'm just so glad that I don't have that often. But in the past 5 weeks, right, whenever I feel a spot coming off, I would actually spot treat when I'm not putting this on my whole face. But I really love it so much, I put it on my whole face, and next morning, right, the skin is so soft. But I realized when you use VCCO in the next morning, I get black stuff coming off. I tried it 2 more times, and every single time VCCO follows after donkey milk the next morning, right? I will get the black stuff. So I'm telling myself it's probably just, you know, cell renewal, cell turnover. I still have no idea what is that, but it doesn't matter. Stuff coming off face is a good thing, right? So Gretchen, do not have patience for your face. Use up all my patience with your daughter. She is hiding my SB stuff, I'm telling you. So I'm going to start hiding them as well. So Donkey Milk Gel Sleeping Pack is the bomb. It's to die for. And everyone online who knows me knows that I love all sake and rice scented stuff. So sake and rice sleeping pack, right, was my first love. And this is very quickly overcoming sake and rice. So if I want a good pick-me-up, it will be sake and rice. But if I want lovely skin in the morning, for now, this is the sleeping bag to go for. And next on my list will be, oh dear, you know, I took the photo of what products I have left last night, and I realized I'm missing 2 items. The rose gold lip tint is not here, and the Lotus Mist serum is also not here. So reason being, I love them so much, I put them in my work bag, and I have this habit of putting sample sizes at my workplace. My Lotus Mist serum is sitting on my desk right now, in my office, not with me right now. So I am going to just say that my lips, it's pretty dry this morning. Okay, you see the flake? I am not using it. I have not used the lip tint since Thursday. Because why? Friday was a holiday for us, so today is Sunday already for me. So it is my habit now to, in the afternoon, right, do a quick refresh. I have beauty water, so I would wipe off beauty water if I perspire a lot, and then I would actually put pearl on, and then followed by the mist. And I'm telling you, it does wonders. Alright, so what can I say? When the mist goes on, I still feel that it's actually oily, because I think there is oil inside. Okay, I have been using the mist. I'm just not checking much, because initially I wasn't loving it that much. I wasn't really using it until I start to do the refreshing in the afternoon routine. Yeah, the Lotus Serum Mist, right, shares an irrational love for it. Intensely hydrating, improves skin elasticity, reduce appearance of brown spots and lines, and oil control, exfoliate and soothe redness, which is why I think my face is not as dull as before, which is why it looks so much better nowadays. No oil in the mist. Then why does it feel oily when I apply? Okay, but that being said, when it goes on, right, when I pat it in, the oil is gone. Alright, I think it's because of all the goodness inside, all the extracts, I don't know. I felt there's oil inside, but once you pat it in, you know, massage a bit, your face is instant madness for me, which is why I can take all these pictures for you guys like 15 hours into the day and still look decent, not halfway dead yet. Yeah, so that is like the miracle. So, but the Lotus Serum Mist, people, check out Hane's technique of, you know, the hand 90 degrees and spray. I am such a bad person at spraying stuff that every single time I spray, it's either here or here or here, and more often than not, it goes right up my nostril. And I have such big nostril, everything goes up. So I hoard the sample because I do not want to waste it by making it go up my nostril. So my sample, if this is the sample size, right, I still have so much left. Okay, because I have not been really using it until the last 2 weeks or so. And I want to also say that the product, right, it is not immediate that you see results, but once the result starts coming on, it's almost like bam, you know. Or what happened? How did that even happen? Because you woke up one day and you realize, it's actually in a much better state than before. So that was Lotus Serum Mist. So back to rose gold, I use it a lot of, I don't know, times I just touch up, not because the color is gone, but because I love the smell and the taste of it so much. I probably just ate it off, even though Adeline keeps telling me not to eat my stuff, but I eat it. Gretchen, is it just you and me on here, Adeline? I don't think so. I think there are a couple of all other people, but this is dinner time, right? So I'm assuming people are just listening in. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. We can always go back to the live feeds, and I do enjoy ranting and raving, and I know I'm talking to your guys, so it's okay. So lip tint, moisturizing, tastes yummy, and you are the loud ones. No, I think it's okay. Oh, hi Sophia. It's perfectly fine to not talk, because when Marissa and Hin goes on, right, I realize I tend to just keep quiet as well and stare at them. Yeah, I'm a live yaker as well, Gretchen. Chitra can't comment. Kids are handful now. Totally understandable. Check out my monster. I tend to just stare at him, and I go all quiet. She's so beautiful. So you are not the only stalker. I am like her stalker fan number 2. I will just watch, and when she smiles, I'll go, so cute. This is the way she smiles. And for me, it's like, ha ha ha. We are all different. We have all different personalities. Okay, so back to the Lotus Serum Mist, and see, I digress, and I'm not focused anymore. So the lip tint rack is beautiful, and my daughter, reason why I had it at school is because she steals and she plays with it. Plays being she will put it on. So I am selfish, so I put it at work. Okay, so next up, oh, I wanted to say After Sun, and guess what I just grabbed, because I have them all lined up. Next up is this one. So if you were to ask me again, what am I going to get when I don't know. I'm staring at this, and every time I look at After Sun, I ask myself, am I going to get the spring box? Because I have been sitting on the fence for the longest time. I was telling myself I have already gotten all the goodies from the spring box because of the review, so I shall be, generous and let everyone have the chance to try out the spring box, because I already know which product works for me, and I am not going to get the sample sizes again. And then I look at them and I'm like, yeah, maybe I should get the spring box, because I really do love all the items. And I would yo-yo back and look at this and I'm like, no, I should not get the spring box. So I'm just going to say, for those of you who have not tried the spring box, go ahead and grab it, especially if you lived in hotter and humid countries like me. But for those of you who already tried the items before, like me, see, back and forth, I don't know. Madeline, you are back. And I am still sitting on the fence. Okay, I already got the Dorian Gray because of your birthday party. I splurged, and I don't know. I also got the donkey milk. I splurged on that as well. Parties are an excuse for me to buy more, because I get incentives that I justify by saying that same amount of money paid, I will be getting more products. I'm such a cheapo. But yeah. But right now I am sitting on the fence if I want to get a spring box just to get another After Sun, or am I going to go ahead with getting the full size, because this is completely gone, and this is after 5 weeks of continual use. And the products, if you use it every morning and this is lasting you 5 weeks, I'm thinking this is pretty good, right? The products last and last and last. So for those of you who is getting the spring box, it's probably going to last you all through spring right into summer. And this is probably a fantastic product for summer as well. This is what we all do. So I'm sorry people, I'm not even a big fan of floral scents like I said, but I am a total believer, convert, transformer, you get the idea. This has got the scent of gardenia, and I did not even know what gardenia looks like, and I'm loving the scent. I am like a drug addict inhaling all the stuff. So after sun, right, fantastic. It's super light. I can't show you what the texture is like, so you all have to check out Marissa's video. And this is gel, like it's like a cream gel, super light on the skin, completely oil free. I'm loving the fact that it has got aloe in it, because you know, for after sun burns. So I actually use it on Denise oil splatter, not oil splatter, hot water splatter. She was making tea one morning. She brings this chocolate stuff called Milo, and the water splattered onto her tummy, so there was a blister. I applied after sun for her 3 times, and new skin grew, so it was back to just a pink spot. So after sun, right, is good for healing, so good for healing as well. And I'm loving this. This is so good. It's such a fantastic hydrating product. I am in love with this, so I am really going to buy this as well. After sun, I'm going to get the full size, and I'm also going to get the full size for Camellia Rose. So maybe I'm going to just go ahead, I don't know. Spring Box comes in small sizes, Adeline. Okay, so after sun, what else? I think I've touched on all the items. Did I miss any item? I'm not sure. Let me check the comments. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I don't see many items here. Okay, but right, okay, I don't see questions, but if I really do miss your question, I'm so sorry. I would do a run through after I ended the video sometime later, when I pack up my monster to her class. But right now I really don't see any questions. And yes, Gretchen, we are loud because we are teachers, are we not? We are tend to rambling and, you know, vocalizing everything that comes through our minds. Yep. Okay, so just a few add-ons. I am just really personal reflection, nothing to do with the products now. I am just super glad that, you know, I actually took the leap of faith and applied for this. I was chatting with a few other Sabbatical Beauties users, and I'm like, you know, I want to do the review. I'm so keen in the review, but I'm so shy. I don't know whether if I want to do the review or not, because it would actually mean me committing to doing live, you know, and updates. And there was encouragement, you know, to just go do it. And in fact, several of them applied together with me, and being fortunate and lucky, I got the opportunity. So 5 weeks down the road, other than the fact that, you know, I got a box and I got the chance to try out all the products that is actually also in existence already online, on, you know, being sold, I learned that a lot of the products, when you use them alone, right, they give you fantastic results, which is why they can be used for spot treatments. But when they are paired together, because I believe Adeline Shu pretty much gone through an entire process of, I don't know, testing the product, you know, figuring out what works for what, and they work harmoniously well together. And this is like, you know, orchestra. Yeah, Spring Box is like a spring orchestra, because together, right, when you use them together, this is so harmonious, and it gives you the most beautiful music, which is your skin. And I think I can testify to that, because pre and post Spring Box, my skin really did turn over lots and lots and lots. Yeah, and I had patience now because I learned how to wait. Skin is speaking to me because I've learned how to interpret how my skin responds to all the products. And I realize I'm not even looking at the screen now. I'm looking at my notes. The shyness is still there. Ranting is part of my nature, but I don't know, I just felt that, you know, getting comments and stuff from you guys have helped me along. So definitely blossom a lot. This is like a journey, self-care journey, self-exploration journey. So I'm super glad that, you know, I signed up for the Spring Box, because I'm having a better skin now. Christine says that Spring Box has given her a better version of her, the best version of her. I am so with her on that. And oh dear, Christine goes on in 4 minutes. Okay, I'm going to cut short. Okay, this is what we all do. Okay, so last but not least, Spring Box, go grab it so that Christine can go on. I'm so sorry, Christine. Okay, so for those of you who have not tried Spring Box, grab the Spring Box. I emote a lot, I vocalize a lot, I ramble a lot, but bottom line, Spring Box, it's the bomb. Alright, it is really what you all should go out for. Okay, so for those of you with more questions, okay, type it in the comments. I'm so sorry, and I'll get to them later. So like the video, subscribe to our channel. Alright, and I do love you guys so much. This is the last review. I'll keep posting inside. Yes, because I'm really enjoying the Spring Box so much, I lost track of time. So okay, that's all guys. Love you guys so much, and okay, we'll keep in touch online. Bye bye. Thank you. Mwah.